Name is Therese Lane. Again, thank you and welcome everyone for joining us today. You have joined into our event, RiverWoods Durham 101, and we thank you for taking the hour to be with us to learn about CCRCs and RiverWoods Durham specifically. My name is Therese Lane. I am in the marketing department here at RiverWoods Durham, and my colleague is Kelly Fires. She is in marketing at RiverWoods Durham as well. So for the next hour, we are going to share with you all of the pertinent information on what a CCRC is and really go into a lot of specifics on the contract here. And this hour is a really great overview on all of the foundational information and as well as lifestyle also. So I'm going to, okay, I am going to go through RiverWoods Durham here for you. We are going to take you through. The team is made up of, again, myself, Therese Lane, sales manager, Kelly Fires, senior living counselor, and Dan Witham, also senior living counselor. And the housekeeping today, as you all know, you are muted. And we really, really appreciate your feedback on upcoming topics that may be important to you. At the end of this presentation, we're going to tell you about some exciting new webinars at the beginning of next year, but we always value your input into other topics that you'd like to learn about. And we do also really value any thoughts you have on inputs on improving these presentations. So at the end of this, Kelly and I are going to turn it over to hear from you what your questions are, and we will go through and answer all of your questions. So we like to begin with the story of how RiverWoods began. As you may know, RiverWoods is it's really a grassroots organization. Began by these two incredible women, Mariana Hatch and Rosemary Coffin. Mariana Hatch was from Durham, and she was part of the UNH community. Her husband taught at UNH, and Rosemary Coffin was part of the Phillips Exeter community there. They both understood the importance and value of community. They came together really looking to find a better way for adults to age together, to really engage in activities, wellness, and not to worry about their future healthcare needs. RiverWoods Exeter opened up in 1994, but Mariana's dream was realized in November of 2019 when we were able to open up RiverWoods Durham. So today, RiverWoods it's a family of community making up the largest not-for-profit CCRC in Northern New England. So today we do have 3 sister communities. All 3 communities share the same values. They're advised by a volunteer board focused on operations. So there's RiverWoods Exeter. Again, they began in 1994. They have 3 campuses there in RiverWoods Exeter. And then we have RiverWoods Manchester, which we hooked up with RiverWoods Manchester in 2016. And then the most recent is RiverWoods Durham. We opened up in November of 2019. So that gives you a sense of the communities. But RiverWoods today is, we have a CCRC board that is focused on the operations of all 3 of the communities, RiverWoods Exeter, RiverWoods Durham, RiverWoods Manchester. We have residents that are voting members on the CCRC board. But the RiverWoods Group is our parent organization over all three communities. The RiverWoods Group, it's a supportive organization. It provides professional fee-based services, and those services include human resources, information technology, quality, finance, marketing. And the Riverwoods Group, what each community does is they will pay a fee into the group to receive all of those services from the group. And the Riverwoods Group also funds any at-risk projects within the community and any new ventures. So each community is financially independent and has the opportunity to provide additional funding to the Riverwoods Group based on availability. So I want to cover what a life care contract is. And some people go by the term life care community. First and foremost, it is a smart financial solution. Because when you're coming into a community that has a life care contract, it is long-term care insurance. There is a highly refundable entrance fee. And that highly refundable entrance fee allows for estate preservation. And one of the most important things, it provides peace of mind. So you know down the road, you will know where your care will be coming from. You will know the quality of care that you will be receiving. And you have the peace of mind that you are planning ahead. And it's a great financial solution, but it's a wonderful lifestyle choice as well. And Kelly and I will love to share all of that wonderful lifestyle with you. But a little bit more on the contract. We do have a Type A CCRC contract here. There are about 1,900 CCRCs around the country. And of all of those communities, their contract would be either a Type A Type B, or a Type C. In a Type A community, your care is included. So a Type A is all inclusive. It's a bit higher entrance fee and monthly service fee because you are essentially prepaying for what your future healthcare needs may be. But you have the guarantee of receiving very high quality of care in a Type A community. You have the certainty and predictability of knowing exactly what you will be paying, no matter what changes may occur in your health. So in RiverWoods Durham, you come in as independent resident. Then we have the opportunity for assisted living, for nursing care, and for memory support. So a little bit more on a CCRC, continuing care retirement community. You would enter when you're independent, when you're able to live safely on your own, minimum age of 62. We do provide all of the levels of care: independent, assisted living, enhanced assisted living, which is nursing care, and then memory support. There are two fees. There is an entrance fee when you enter, and it's either 90% refundable for a single person or 80% refundable for a couple. And then there is the monthly service fee as well. And both of those fees are able to be deducted depending on your tax situation. Because the federal government does acknowledge in a community with a Type A contract that you are prepaying for what your future healthcare needs may be. Our finance team drafts a very detailed letter for our residents each January that they share with their accountant regarding the medical tax deductions. But let's dive into one of the most important things here is the healthcare resources. So the resources to support you in your current situation and your future care needs. while you're living in your independent apartment, we have a wonderful wellness clinic that is made up of our nurse practitioner, and we have an RN. We actually have two RNs. They job share. But Monday through Friday, you will have access to our nurse practitioner, Caitlin Knapp, and an RN. They will be very familiar with your medical history. So it's huge peace of mind to know that they are there. They can work as a liaison with your primary care physician. They will understand the medication that you're on, and they do provide a whole list of services to our independent residents. There's you also, when you're living here, you have 24-hour nursing care at your disposal. So I want to show you a little bit about the team. This is a team. Caitlin Knapp, nurse practitioner, is on the right. Leah, our RN, is in the middle, and Nancy, our RN, is on the left. Caitlin does wonderful education sessions for residents on a different topic each month. She's also been bringing in specialists, whether that's physicians or not, for monthly discussions on any particular topic, such as women's health or osteoporosis, arthritis. She also works to bring in we'll have a podiatrist and an audiologist that the residents can schedule appointments with here in the community. So again, the team there is fantastic. Nancy's focus, her specialty has been cardiology, so her educational events are cardiology in the classroom, and she'll do a different class each month for residents. But we did want to give you a sense of where RiverWoods Durham is located. So we have this great video for you. It's near beautiful Portsmouth. You may be familiar with the city of Portsmouth. We're 15 minutes away. And the Oyster River is right in our backyard here in Durham. A lot of them do kayak in the Oyster River. Great. So it's just a great idea for you to, hold on one moment. For you to be able to see how close we are to the University of New Hampshire. We're 1.5 miles from UNH. Residents take advantage of so many opportunities of being so close to the university. And you'll see in this picture, there's a little bit of blue water in the background there. That is the Oyster River that opens up to Great Bay, a beautiful body of salt water. Our residents, a lot of residents do enjoy kayaking. They're able to store their kayaks here, and we are 1/4 mile of Jackson's Landing, which is a great place to put your kayaks in. Our fitness team also leads, they bring in a group that if residents don't own their own kayaks, they can take trips and rent kayaks for the day. So this is a view, an aerial view of the community. We do have 5 wings of independent apartments. 150 independent apartments altogether. And then in the back there, that is healthcare. Newfound Lodge, and we'll talk a little bit more in a moment about Newfound Lodge. But what we're able to provide here is we do have underground parking for residents. The wing furthest to the left, that's wing A. There is an underground parking garage there. And the wing furthest to the right, wings E, that is where the second garage is there. We do have bike storage in our garage, kayak storage, and then we also have surface parking as well. We do offer a lot of raised garden beds. Gardening is a very popular hobby of a lot of our residents. So we did survey them recently, asking if they wanted additional gardening, raised garden beds. They said yes, so we did build more. Residents here are very outdoorsy. They do enjoy lots of outdoor activities. So there's a large list here of services and amenities. I'm not gonna touch upon all of these because Kelly's gonna go into more detail in a few slides, but the cultural, social, entertainment, recreational opportunities, there are numerous ones. We'll touch upon that towards the end of the presentation. I'm going to show you the fitness center, but what's included in your monthly fee is all of your utilities, as well as your landline phone, internet cable, housekeeping every 2 weeks, laundry service, interior and exterior maintenance, of course, ground maintenance. We do all snow removal. So if you are parked surface level, our team, campus services team, they will remove the snow. You won't have to worry about that. Of course, the wellness clinic is a great service for you. And we do have courtesy transportation. That is for medical appointments within 25 miles. So that's a great service. And outdoor, of course, we have the outdoor and indoor parking options. We do have personal storage on every floor for each apartment. Those storage units are 4 by 4 by 9 feet high. And we do have 24-hour security. So now I'm going to turn it over to Kelly, and she's going to bring you into the community.
Thank you, Therese. Thank you very much. Well, thank you for joining us today. So this is a great view of our foyer. So our main entrance as you walk into independent living. So you can see our beautiful stack stone fireplace here, dual fireplace. To the right there, you see the bouquet of flowers. That's our reception desk. So we are really have a wonderful reception team that is really there 7 days a week. So they certainly can help residents with different packages, any questions that you may have. So they're a great wealth of knowledge for the community. And you can see there's an upper level there. We'll go there shortly. That's our dining area. And then to the left there of the fireplace, we're going to go into the Piscataqua room. That's our, the next slide is our resident living area. So this is the Piscataqua room. So just a wonderful area that residents can gather. A lot of residents gather in the morning to have coffee, read the daily paper. We do get both national and local papers that we provide here. We also have a great array of books from the Dover Public Library as well. So they bring an assortment of books for our residents to check out each week. And then there's also, we have jigsaw puzzle, group puzzle here. We also have a chessboard and various other things that residents can meet and just check in with each other and see how their day is going. To the right there, there's a nice outdoor seating area as well. And then moving on to the right of our foyer area, this is our library. This is our residents, Chet and Diane. So our resident, and it's all volunteer run. So we have a wonderful group, a library committee. So they choose books to purchase. They also have volunteer hours. So if you're looking for a particular book, they can help you. And we also have a wonderful partnership with the Diamond Research Library at the University of New Hampshire. And we also have, I think we have about 4 book clubs now. So if you're a person that really loves or enjoys books, we certainly could get you connected that way as well. And this is Rosebrook Salon. So again, this is just down the hall from the library. So again, it's a wonderful resource for our residents. We have a, um, a manicurist, and we also have a salon services um, representative as well. Her name is Lori. So they provide women and ladies hair care. And then we also have a wonderful massage therapist as well. So those services are also open to the public. So you can certainly also buy gift certificates for friends and loved ones as well. And what's very important, of course, is our dining program. So we have a wonderful dining area that I'll show you in a moment. But it's basically restaurant style dining. So we have a bistro dining area. And then we also have a Jackson's Landing, which is a little bit more of a formal dining area. And we have daily dining points. So there's different dining point programs, which we'll show you shortly. But we serve a full breakfast and lunch. And then we also have to-go items for breakfast. And then we also have wonderful special events. So we certainly, for the holidays, we have barbecues and different gatherings as well. And we're really pride ourselves in providing locally sourced food and ingredients for our residents. And we can follow some daily preferences as well, some dietary preferences. So if you need some gluten-free, dairy-free, vegetarian, and plant-forward, you could certainly ask your server, and we'll show you that that will be listed on your menu as well. So a lot of different options there. And again, it's a great place for residents to join with one another. This is a group of our residents dining here as well. You could see they also, you can bring a beverage of choice if you'd like for your meals as well. And this is our marketplace, which is in the bistro area. So this is a great area where residents in between meals can also get items to go. So we have things such as soup, prepackaged meals, milk, eggs. We also have a nice container full of pints of ice cream, which are very popular. But in between meals, again, you can get things such as fruit, yogurt. So a lot of different choices for in between meals or things that you can just take to go at any time of day. This is another view of our dining area. So you can really seat wherever you would like. And there's a number of different seating choices here. And this is a view of, we do have a private dining area. So we do have a table for 10. So if you do have some type of private venue, we could certainly help you with that. And you could also see in the background there, we have a wonderful pizza oven and rotisserie oven. So residents love to have pizzas for lunch and dinner as well. This is an example of our menu, our bistro menu. So this is daily 11:30 to 1:30. And with our point system, we have a gold, silver, and bronze. And with the gold program, it comes to be about 18 points per day per person. So to the right of these selections, you can see the different the points that they have. So again, you can see most residents can either get 2 small meals or 1 full meal a day. So again, the dining is very flexible as well. You can order to-go items. And what's nice is you can also have friends for dinner if you want, and guests. You can roll over up to 1 month's points to the next month. So again, you can save your points for other occasions. And again, you can also see listed here as gluten-free and so forth as well. And this is Jackson's Landing. So this is the evening dinner, which it's 4:30 to 6:30. And then we also have one formal evening where we have table service. So again, most of the dining is very casual, where you walk up to your server, you order, and then they bring your meal back to your table. So very casual, very flexible dining. And
Great. Now I will go into.
Thank you. And Therese will talk to us about fitness, which again, we need that because the meals are so wonderful.
Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, the fitness team here is wonderful. We have a very, very high engagement percentage of residents that are actively engaged with the fitness classes and using the exercise equipment. We do have state-of-the-art fitness center with all of the with the fitness equipment. We have the large area to hold a class in the fitness center, as well as two different fitness classrooms. One is a yoga studio, and one is used more for cardio. So the team, they're always on the cutting edge, innovative fitness programs. The residents really appreciate that. They offer about 37 different classes each week, and those classes are divided into gold, silver, and bronze levels. When a new resident joins, the fitness team will do an assessment and determine if they should be at the highest class level, medium, or in the bronze level. They do assessments every 16 weeks, and where they're monitoring a number of different metrics that the residents have said that, you know, sort of their goals that they want to be working on. So it is great, that individual attention. Some of the classes, just an example of some of the classes, are yoga, strength and balance, Tai Chi Quan, Pilates, beyond boxing. That's a very popular one. Cardio, movement with thought, and many more classes. So outdoor fitness is very important as well here. We have walking trails that we'll show you in a moment, but they're 3.5 miles long. We have a lot of residents that enjoy pickleball. Again, kayaking, cornhole, bicycling. There's lots of bicycle trails around here. Mike Belanger, our fitness manager, he'll take residents out and do yoga on the beach up in York, Maine. So lots of options for outdoors, but this is a picture of the fitness center. Again, there's just great equipment there. It's open 24 hours a day. And these are some pictures in the top left, residents kayaking. Top right, residents were out doing a tournament. And then the bottom is pickleball. Pickleball is very popular here. On Friday afternoons, residents will go down about 5 miles and to Dover. There's many pickleball courts there, and there's an indoor pickleball court as well. But in the bottom left, that is a Zumba class taught by our executive director, Natalie. Residents really enjoyed that as well. Our director of social services, Jen Merriam, she teaches the Pilates classes. So here is a kayaking tour led by, in the middle there is Allie, one of our fitness instructors, and the residents have a great time when they go out on their kayaking tours. This is some pictures from Active Aging Week. In this year, it's always the first week in October. What's great is we have a lot of UNH exercise science students involved that week in a number of different programs. But what you're seeing here is the adaptive cycling on the Portsmouth Rail Trail. And they also did the Mount Agamenticus Summit with Northeast Passage. So those are some great activities. Active Aging Week is always very fun around here. And this is just a picture of the annual turkey trot. And it's always fun to see the residents, and the numbers just keep increasing, the numbers involved with the turkey trot. We have a lot of men's groups here, which is wonderful to see the men really connect and form really strong friendships. This is a picture from one of the ping pong table tennis groups. They have a great time. They meet 3 mornings a week, and this is right down from the hallway where Kelly and I sit, and we always get to enjoy and play with them as well in their ping pong tournaments. So this is a map of our community showing our walking trails. So the bottom there where it's written in red, this is the Riverwoods. This is our building. And we purchased the 23-acre parcel of land here where it's all in the brown and white. The white is the original 11 and a half acres that we had. But about a year and a half ago, we purchased this land. So our original walking trails were these yellow trails. And once we acquired the new land, we were able to extend the walking trails to be almost 3.5 miles long now. They are flat, 4-foot wide bark mulch trails. They are taken care of by a resident-run trails committee. So they are fully, we have a lot of resident-driven committees that we'll go into a little bit later. But it's great because a lot of residents they're using these trails all the time and they're beautiful. I'll show you a few pictures here. But there's beautiful large old pine trees there. It's very quiet and serene. Residents take their dogs out there. They snowshoe and cross-country ski on the trails. But here are some pictures there. This is a great picture of the trails. This is what they look like, just again, large, flat, bark mulch trails. And there's many, many resident initiatives. One great event that occurs once a year to show all of the resident initiatives is in October called Community Expo. This event is sponsored by the resident council, and it's really allowing for the 39 different resident committees, interest groups, and affinity groups to share with the residents and future residents what opportunities are available for them to get involved with. So I'll just touch upon some of those committees. There's an events committee, dining committee, art committee, gardening committee, welcoming committee, finance committee, trails committee, UNH committee, choral singing. We have 30 residents involved in our choral group. We have walkers and hikers group. Again, Kelly mentioned 4 book clubs. We have a German club, a French club, woodshop group, birding, a river run newsletter, UNH liaison, world affairs, New Hampshire government. So there is a lot to get involved with. This is a picture of our arts committee. They do an amazing job. What the committee does is they select a different subject every 8 weeks, and that subject could be one resident artist's work, whether it's their paintings, watercolor, oil paintings, acrylics, and they will display that exhibit for 8 weeks, and we have some incredible resident artists here. Very humble, and then you see 40 of their gorgeous paintings. The opening night of each of the exhibits is very fun. It's like the opening night of an art gallery. So residents' families come and join for opening night. We serve wine and hors d'oeuvres, so it's very fun. This is a picture of our creativity art studio. It is a beautiful, very large, well-lit room with lots of windows. We bring in an art instructor, Annie Stone, and she does an amazing job with the art classes she offers. Here are some residents quilting here in the art studio, and this is Martha painting. This is a picture of the lounge on the 4th floor called Ray's Place. This is a great place for residents to either hold their book clubs, knitting group, meditation groups. They can reserve it for their family. It's a large room. They can have birthday parties, private parties, holidays here. It's a great size room for residents to have private parties there. As I mentioned, gardening is very, very popular among our residents. We have many, many raised garden beds. Woodshop is very popular as well. We are actually going to be extending the wood shop for residents, but they have a great time there. And this is the over 30 residents, part of the choral group. Music is very important here. We do bring in an outside music director, Mary Doan. There are concerts every 8 weeks, and the concerts are absolutely incredible. The residents do amazing job. Mary Doan is very creative in each of those concerts. And next we have, this is a picture of our largest resident-run group called the River Ramblers. As you can see, they play the guitar, they play the auto harp, ukulele, lots of different instruments. The River Ramblers always perform at our concerts, and they've been traveling as well. Again, just being so close to UNH has so many different advantages, different perks. We do go to sporting events. We'll get tickets and have all the residents go to football games, hockey games, or go to soccer games. Another advantage of being in Durham is there's a wonderful group called the Active Retirement Association, the ARA. There's about 400 members in the ARA, and this was originally years ago started at UNH, but it's an organization that offers courses, it offers day trips, and I think there's multiple day trips they're offering as well. But it's a great offering of wonderful, dynamic people. Again, 400 members there, and a number of our residents are part of the ARA. And those 400 members are from about 6 towns right around Durham. A lot of our residents audit classes at UNH. And then there's the OLLI program at UNH. You may be familiar with Osher Lifelong Learning. They are associated with universities around the country. So we are lucky to have the OLLI program right here at UNH. They provide a large guidebook of courses for seniors. And then our residents have access to UNH's research library, beautiful library called Diamond Library. You also have access to the arts at UNH, to the musical events, cultural, academic events. We bring in a lot of UNH interns, which is wonderful. The residents love that to do a lot of work with the young UNH interns, whether that's nursing students or occupational therapy students. We've had nurse practitioners as interns, social workers as interns. And then we are on the Wildcat Transit bus system. So this is an aerial view of UNH's beautiful campus. And this is a bunch of residents and staff at UNH came, and we did build a sidewalk to downtown Durham. It is it's little over a mile, between a mile and a mile and a half. And I love to see in the morning, residents are always walking to downtown Durham, to the stores, the coffee shops, the restaurants down there. But now I'm going to turn it over to Kelly, and she is going to take us into the apartments.
Thank you, Therese. And as Therese said, you saw the aerial view of our community. So there's 150 independent living homes. So we have 7 different floor plans, ranging from 735 square feet, all the way up to a little over 1,400 square feet. So again, some of those homes do have balconies or first floor outdoor access, depending on where they are in the community. And each home has a fully appliance kitchen, custom cabinetry, and beautiful granite countertops. Each unit also has a full-size stackable washer and dryer. And as Therese had mentioned, again, you have controlled heating and air conditioning, so all your utilities are included, which again, as she mentioned, includes your cable, your Wi-Fi access, your landline telephone as well. And each apartment and home also has beautiful, spacious walk-in closets, storage areas. And what's really wonderful We have a designated team member that really just is really for residents. So our team member, Mark, so he is really helping residents with any of their IT concerns, issues within the apartment. So again, whether it's their phone, computer, so that's been a wonderful resource for residents as well. And this year we're taking you into our Ellis style, which is our 1 bedroom with den. So it's about 1,050 square feet. So you can see this beautiful open concept as you come into the living area. And notice the 9-foot tall ceilings, 6-foot windows. So lots of natural, beautiful natural light. And again, you can see the kitchen area to the right there. This is a little closer look at the kitchen area. And again, there's custom cabinetry. This happens to be espresso. You can see the beautiful granite countertop bar there, stainless steel appliances. So again, full appliance as well. And as Therese mentioned, there's housekeeping included every 2 weeks. And we also help with laundry services as well. This is the den in the 1 bedroom with den. So you can see this is set up as a traditional den, but people will also have this as a TV room. It could also be a craft room, spare bedroom, an office. And to the left there is a double closet as well. This is your main bedroom. This you can see is a queen style bed. So you can see there's plenty of room for a king size bed. Again, notice the large windows, lots of natural light. And to the left there of the lamp is a large walk-in closet. So again, we'll have all large walk-in closets. This would be your main bathroom as well. So to the left there, we have the double closet. You'd have the fully stackable washer and dryer there. You can see beautiful walk-in showers, beautiful granite countertops there as well. And again, you can see that it's beautiful. And then for location wise, as Teresa mentioned, we're just in a wonderful location, just a half a mile from UNH. And again, the Great Bay and Oyster River are right in our backyard. And then there's easy access to Portsmouth, which is about 15 minutes away. And also we're about an hour from Portland, Maine, and Boston, Massachusetts as well. So beautiful seacoast area. And we also have some transportation access as well. So the Durham does have the Amtrak Downeaster location. So again, access to Portland and Boston. And we also have C&J bus lines as well. So there's a station in both Dover and Portsmouth, which will take you into Boston Logan National Airport. So that's a great resource. As well as we have a coast bus. And again, as Therese mentioned, we're on the Wildcat bus system as well. And then we locally, we are about 10 minutes away from the Mass General Brigham Women's Wentworth Douglas Hospital, and 15 minutes from the Portsmouth Regional Hospital. So lots of specialists in the area as well. And of course, the New Hampshire tax advantages. So again, the no personal income tax or sales tax. And as Therese had mentioned earlier, the non-refundable portion of your entrance fee, you have a one-time deduction the year that you move in. And again, a portion of your monthly service fee, which currently this year is 35%. Again, it's considered by the federal government a prepaid medical expense. So again, depending on your tax situation, that may be a benefit to you as well. And then this is just our example. This is our pricing sheet. So again, we talked about the highly refundable entrance fee, 90% for singles, 80% for couples. This will just give you our 7 floor plans that we have. And again, we have the entrance fee, and then there's a monthly service fee. And what's important, and you can just see the total number of homes that we have in each style. And then we don't have a second person entrance fee but we do have a second person monthly service fee, which you can see there. And then we'll talk a little bit about how you can join our wait list here at RiverWoods Durham, and a little more information about how you get in touch with us if you'd like to learn more and come in person.
Yeah, I'll jump in, Kelly. I'll share a little detail on the waitlist process. We always get asked that question. What is the process for joining the waitlist? So right now we do have a very solid wait list of future residents who have joined. The estimated wait time for an independent apartment is between 2.5 to 7 years, depending on the size of the apartment. As Kelly mentioned, there are 7 different size apartments, ranging from a 1-bedroom, 735 square feet, all the way to a large 2-bedroom with 1,433 square feet. So the first step would be to come in to have a meeting and tour with Kelly, myself, or Dan. And then once you've learned about the community, you would fill out a confidential data profile. And that is to determine your financial qualification. It usually takes our finance team about 7 to 10 days to process that. We have a proprietary financial model that they use. And then you would put down a reservation fee for the specific apartment that you've been qualified for and that you desire to be on that wait list for. The reservation fee would either be $40,000 for the smaller apartments, $70,000 for the mid-range apartments, or $99,000 for the larger 2-bedroom apartments. That is refundable if you change your mind for any reason. We do have a $1,000 cancellation fee. But if you move into your apartment, we are going to pay 4% simple annual interest on that reservation fee. We're going to honor the time that we've had that fee. And at the time you move in, we will calculate that interest on your reservation fee and then deduct it from the remaining balance of the entrance fee. It is flexible. An important thing we always make sure people are aware of is you don't have to worry about not being ready when your name may come up on the waiting list, because there is no penalty if you're not ready at the time your name comes up on the waiting list. We certainly encourage people to join the wait list. Let us know what their preferred time frame is. Let us know what your readiness is. And you can change your mind at any time on the readiness, but your position on the wait list will remain the same, and it is determined by your date of deposit. So now we want to hear from you. Kelly and I would love to hear what questions you may have. We have about 10 minutes left in the hour. So we're hoping that you can share with us what questions are important to you, and we can certainly answer those. Kelly, if you want to take the first one there. Well, I can start. One question that I know that we always get is there a fee for underground parking? There is a fee for underground parking. It's a one-time fee. If you're underground in the garage, it's a one-time fee of $15,000. And when you relinquish your spot, you'll receive half of that back. We also have the opportunity for you to take a spot in our carport. That is a one-time fee of $5,000. And when you relinquish your spot, you'll receive half of that back as well.
Okay. There's a question, is a shuttle available for off-site shopping? That's a great question. We do have 2 shopping trips per week. So we go to various, grocery stores, the bank, other, retail shops. So we have that available, and you can sign up for those trips as well. And just again, we also have courtesy transportation to any type of medical appointment within a 25-mile radius. So we do have residents still have access to the community, especially if you're no longer driving.
Okay, great.
Next.
And I know one question we always get as well is on pets. We are very pet friendly. We do have about 22 dogs and many cats in the community. So we welcome your pets. We never want to separate family members like that. The community really, really embraces and really enjoys pets.
And Teresa, looks like there's a question, is the Durham campus expanding additional units?
Great. Yes, thank you for that great question. We do have plans to build 50 new apartments. Those apartments will range from 1 bedroom, the 735 square foot, large 1 bedroom, 1 bedroom with den, and then a small 2 bedroom. So 4 different style apartments. And we're very excited about this project. It's looking like the time frame may be 2.5 years away. We've been working with the architects, working with our development company. We've had meetings with the residents, really enlisting their feedback and their thoughts on the new apartments, and exactly what is important to them. Because along with these new apartments, we will be making some renovations in the main building. We're really reimagining the optimal way we can use the main building. One of the additions we will do is we will be adding on to the dining area. We will be adding on to the multi-purpose room. That's where we have our concerts and our meetings and our large parties and gatherings. And also, we've reimagined a better way for the fitness center. So with that project of making those additions and improvements to the main building will coincide with the project of what we're calling phase 2, the new apartments. They are going to be, we're calling them hybrid homes. So it's really a nice opportunity for residents to for future residents to personalize and design a new apartment and to know exactly when that apartment will become available. That's a huge advantage. I was part of the team when we opened up RiverWoods Durham, and at the time, our future residents loved to know when to expect, when they would be moving into their new apartment, because then, of course, they could plan when to sell their home, when to downsize, when to do all of that. But part of the new phase 2 will also be a beautiful clubhouse. The clubhouse will feature an area that is a dining area for breakfast and lunch, a beautiful dining area. It'll have like a tavern little area as well. Have beautiful patios, courtyard, bocce ball court. The clubhouse is just going to be a beautiful golf simulators there, but a very fun, great area to have. So we're excited for that new project, and Kelly and I can certainly talk more about that if you're interested. So Kelly, any other questions there?
I don't see any other questions.
Okay. We do a lot of times get the question of What about if you temporarily need health care? The beautiful thing about being in a community is when you're in your independent apartment, you have the ability to have health care if you need it temporarily. So if you were at the hospital, if you had scheduled surgery or you were unexpectedly at the hospital and you're returning back to your home at Riverwoods, you have the ability, and it's really our responsibility to make available and establish the care that you need. So one example is you can temporarily need to be on in the household that has more 24-hour nursing care. If you come back from the hospital, you could spend a week there. Then you may need just a little bit of nursing supervision, so you could move to assisted living for a few weeks and then go back to your independent apartment. You can receive all of your rehab, your physical therapy, occupational therapy in our extensive rehab gym. We do have physical therapists and occupational therapists that come here for our residents from Wentworth Douglas. So that's a huge advantage because when you move in, we are guaranteeing your housing and nursing needs for the rest of your life. So our clinical team, along with our wellness team, is always meeting to anticipate what our residents' future needs may be, and then making those accommodations for you, making all of that care available for you. And then when you're stronger and you've received your rehab recovery, you can go back to your independent apartment.
Yeah, we're very lucky that we have two wonderful social workers and also a social worker assistant here. So again, they really help residents with these different transitions that are happening, as each one is so individual as well.
Mhm.
So that's a great resource.
Great. And we're told by the local hospitals that they love to know, the local hospitals love to know their patients that are Riverwoods, residents that are being discharged back home to Riverwoods because they know all the care and rehab is taken care of. So that's nice. We have a great relationship with the local hospitals here.
We have another question here. Where on campus will the new apartments be built? So that's an excellent question. So as you drive into, we are right on Stone Quarry Drive. So if you've ever pulled in to come visit our community, to the right would be our campus. So the new apartments will be built further up, but on the left. So across the street from our campus. So that's a great question.
Right. And we want to share with you the next online workshop we would love for you all to participate in. Our theme in the month of February has always been downsizing. It's always been one of our most popular online workshops. So this February, we're excited to have Matt Paxton as the presenter. He is the author of hosting the Legacy List on PBS. And the name of the workshop is Keep the Memories, Lose the Stuff. And he has a book written by the same title. So he's fantastic. We're really looking forward to that downsizing video. We've heard from a lot of you lately that now that winter's here, downsizing is on your mind. So definitely tune into Matt Paxton. You can register for that. That is on Thursday, February 20th. And there's the QR code right there. You can scan that to register. We also want to just mention the Seniority Authority podcast. It is a wonderful podcast where Kathleen Toomey has brought in leading physicians, researchers, scientists, and thought leaders on really improving aging. So that has been a wonderful, wonderful podcast to learn a lot from. So We want to thank you again for taking this hour with us. Hopefully it was very helpful for you to learn about RiverWoods Durham. But please reach out to Kelly, myself, and Dan if you'd like to come in and have a tour. We would be happy to meet with you and provide the tour. So thanks again. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays.